Hello, everyone. Hope you are well on this Saturday morning. It is December the 28th, 2025 is hurtling at us with great speed. 2025 is going to be interesting, y'all. I said a long while ago to keep an eye on Mr. Musk, Mr. Elon Musk, and I'm this one concerns me on a couple of different levels, several levels, and it was kind of what I feared. Now, you know, this has layers to it, but before I get to that, I also have a good passage. I'm going to share a very relevant passage with you towards the end of this, so stay tuned for that. If these things don't improve that I'm writing on this board, these have to improve. They have to improve. If not, then we're in a different place, y'all. We're in a different place, and that's why we keep saying we're prepare best we can. So this is why I think we need to keep preparing. As best as possible. Any measure of self sufficiency. Think about your family, children, grandchildren. These things must. They really need to. They got to improve. And those are some of those are broad. Like the economy. You could lump jobs, inflation, cost of living, all into that. Retirement, healthcare. You could healthcare. You could have up there too. I probably left something out. Let me know your thoughts. But these things, and the last one, freedom. Uh, you know, and what's been developing this week is concerning to me, and I'll tell you why. I think, and I know the man hasn't taken the oath yet. However, I don't like what I'm hearing as far as this issue, especially. Well, a couple of things, but again, Musk. And I know Musk and Ramaswamy helped. I think had some impact as far as helping Trump get elected. Now, Trump, remember, he's very transactional. He's very transactional, and I'm sure he made a deal with them and other people that you help me do this, I'll help you do that. Or you help me get elected, and we will work together, and you can have free reign on these things. Which it doesn't sound good, but Musk and Ramaswamy, they've ignited. This is even in the main media now. They've ignited a bit of a battle within MAGA over the skilled immigration issue. I'm going to attempt to articulate it a bit, but basically, Musk and Ramaswamy, they want to remove the cap on the number of immigration visas they can use to bring people into or use foreigners to fill high skilled, these technical jobs, which would benefit them greatly, of course, in their companies, I'm sure. I mean, think about Musk, with Tesla, SpaceX, this Neuralink stuff, AI. I mean, he is deep into that stuff. And a lot of that bothers me, and I know you can't stop it. It's coming, you know. But I think that the H-1B thing, this H-1B visa program. Now, this is at least in a layman's term, the way it sounds to me is, and I'm not an expert on this, but it's a program that allows American companies to hire a foreign worker to fill a high-skilled, in-demand position after they've searched and they can't find a U.S. citizen here to fill that position. So there's a certain number, I forget the number, there's a cap of how many times they can go outside the country to fill a high skilled position. So they're supposed to exhaust all efforts to hire a American, a United States citizen, then go to India and get somebody. Well, that's not happening. They can get somebody from India or wherever much cheaper, save themselves money, benefit them even more greatly. and hire somebody a lot cheaper. So, and now what they want to do too is they want to remove the cap. They want to remove the cap on the number of these visas they can use. So they can use these visas to hire a foreigner over an American, overlook the American, and help with getting them hired, not just hire in a job, but also help them with becoming a citizen. I'm all for bringing in somebody, immigration, if they can be a help, if they have a job, they have a specific skill they can help us with. However, I'm not in favor of there being no cap on it and not hiring American citizens and choosing somebody out of country over a qualified American citizen. I don't agree with that. We know that's happening. I'm sure that's happening. So, to me, it doesn't sound like America first. It doesn't. It doesn't smell good to me. It doesn't strike me right. And to me, what's different? What's the difference between that and what we've been seeing from this current administration with the DEI hires? So if John Smith, Jacob Smith, whatever, here in the United States, went to Georgia Tech or whatever technical, MIT or something like that, very qualified to fill a position, let's say at Tesla or SpaceX or wherever, XYZ company. And he or she is overlooked for somebody out of country. I don't like that. That's not good. And to have an unlimited number of times they can do that. They made comments that the work ethic and the lazy American. No, you're supposed to be for America. No, that's not cool. That doesn't work. No. They're saying the number of talented engineers that are motivated in the United States is far too low. I don't know if I believe that. We'll do something else about it. I thought they were going to help as far as we have positions and cabinet positions that to help development of skills and apprenticeships and all that. Let's work on that. But they want an unlimited number of foreigners they can move into this stuff. They say they have a shortage of skilled engineering talent. I don't know. Maybe so. But to just remove that number of people they can get and just go and just save themselves a lot of money, benefit themselves, and leave the American here who went to school and got the education to be second fiddle. No, that's terrible. I don't like that. It should be America first. That's what we voted for, right? We need to call these things out. Let your representatives know. So on these things. So that is my message. How about improving education? I had that on the board. As opposed to just going overseas right away. We could improve the education here. We have plenty of people here. And by the way, a lot of the people that are in Georgia Tech, MIT, all these technical schools, they're probably of Asian descent too, or Hispanic or whatever, but they're citizens. They live here. They got the education. Hire them. Give them a chance. Give them a shot. If they're lazy and don't do the job, fire them. See? To me, it's no different from the DEI we see in today. How about develop certification programs? Help with workforce development. Set up, try to do all you can at the federal level to help set up, put money at it. Put money at helping Americans develop apprenticeship programs, workforce development, like I said, plumbers, these other positions too, not just the high, the technical stuff. Yeah, technical stuff too, absolutely. Plumbers, HVAC, mechanics, airplane, auto mechanics, electricians, construction trade jobs. All these houses that are being built I saw something yesterday where somebody, I forget who said this, but they were talking to a high up, somebody high up in a huge construction company in the United States, and I forget the name of them now. But the guy admitted, it said, we build houses, we only build houses within mind to be about 20 years old, to last about 20 years. Because the people that buy them, within 20 years, they're going to be gone, moved on, and then it's off of us at that point. Or before that, well before that. So that's very telling. I'm not surprised to hear that. The house we're in is 7 years old. We've had to have roof repairs and other stuff. I won't even go into the list. It's unreal. It's a shame. But yeah, how about construction trades, welding, healthcare? The list goes on and on. Mental health. How about throw a little more money at that? Hello? I see it on a daily basis. It's needed. Drugs. Oh man. Do something about the border would help that too. Like I said, and I mentioned a little bit of this yesterday, but the border, all these things I put on the list, the drug issue, crime, the money, the resources that are being sent overseas, it's not helping inflation either. It'll deepen it. My concern is that a year from now, you're going to see no change, as far as you might see an increase in your food prices, housing, insurance, healthcare costs, you name it. And I know I'm trying not to be pessimistic. I don't like what I'm hearing on some things. I'm just bringing that out. Let me know what you guys think. Time will tell, of course, but it doesn't sound good right now. And I think we should call it out. We still have relative freedom of speech. I wrote that on there too. By the way, people who are speaking out on X are being canceled or being, I don't know if you can say canceled, but blocked, because Musk done this, going against what he says. I guess we don't have freedom of speech on that one maybe either, huh? So other conservatives who are calling out Musk about this, not going well. I did hear something. I know there some people in the comments on my video from yesterday, the last couple of videos, are saying that Trump has said that he's not promising to turn off the spigot of money and resources to the Z-Man. He says it's complicated. No, it's not complicated. Stop dang sending resources, our money, to that little, I could say a really bad word, that little thing over there. Cut off the money, that war ends. It ends. He said he could end the war. He said he could end the war before he takes office. It's not happening. Maybe it will, but I don't think it is. So anyway, the big picture is, I'm still optimistic. I'm cautiously optimistic, like I said yesterday. And when Trump does something, or any leader, your representatives, that is obviously not America first, they need to know about it. It's okay to call them out on it, right? Okay, I'm going to go to a passage. All right. Let me know what you think about these things. I'm trying not to be negative Nancy. I'm really not. Just calling it like I see it right now. Okay. Okay, going to Matthew. The book of Matthew, the New Testament. All these things in the sky that have been on the news so much. And what we're going to see probably soon. A big show. I have a feeling it's going to be a big show. Makes me think of Matthew 24, verse 24. And it says, from the words of Jesus, for false Christs and false prophets will appear and perform great signs and miracles to deceive even the elect, if that were possible. See, I have told you ahead of time. What do you think about that? Is that what this verse is referring to? Or maybe something more to come as well. But what we're seeing, this phenomenon in this, all these signs and all this, the things in the sky, the unidentified things, all of them, makes me think of Matthew 24:24. So yeah, let me hear your thoughts on that one. I've had some interesting comments from yesterday's video, y'all. And I don't mind interesting ones that are respectful. And if you disagree, that's fine. If you're respectful, I'm good. I'm good with that, truly. But if they're attacking and rude and obviously trollish, I don't even know if that's a word, then you're gone. And I've had to do, I had more than usual from yesterday's video, but usually when you get that, that means you're on target. So that's the way I'm looking at it. It's like a badge of honor, in my opinion, especially on YouTube. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. Let's stay in prayer. Stay close to Jesus. It's a weekend, so let's be safe out there. God bless y'all. I'll see you soon.